How was Holi celebrated in Vrindavan and how it changed after Lord Krishna left Vrindavan? Moreover, how Lord Krishna used to celebrate the Holi festival in Mathura in Dwarka. Listen to the heart-touching accounts by a silent and unknown lost poet named Saimant. Here, Saimant the silent witness. A secret poetry of a devotee unseen, unheard, yet knowing all. Vrindavan Falgun Purnima midnight. The last Holi before Krishna left. The Yamuna whispered that night. Soft waves shivered against the ghats, as if she already knew. This was the final Holi of Krishna in Vrindavan. The trees bent lower, heavy with the weight of colors past. The lanes, still fragrant with gulal, had not yet slept. The cows moaned softly, restless, and the flute was silent. I stood at the edge of Nithivan, unseen, watching as Radha smeared Krishna with color, one last time. Her hands trembled, but she smiled. Krishna laughed, but his eyes betrayed him. The gopis sang, their voices sweet yet aching, because love knows what is coming. They played Holi, but not with colors anymore. They played with time, with the fleeting seconds left before everything changed. I wanted to run to Krishna, to touch his feet, to beg him not to leave. But Saimant was a shadow in devotion. My love was never to be seen. I worshipped Radha Krishna as one, and today, I saw half of my God leaving the other behind. The colors in the air felt colder. And then, he walked away. Through the lanes, through the flowers, through the past. And Vrindavan's Holi became Holi without Krishna. Holi in Vrindavan over time. How it changed after Krishna left. At first, the festival continued as if he were still there. The women still threw gulal, but their hands hesitated. The men still played the drums, but their beats faltered. Then, years passed. Holi became a festival of longing. The gopis no longer smeared colors in playful defiance. They stood before Radha's empty palace, throwing colors into the wind, whispering, "Come back, Kanha, come back." The trees wept petals instead of flowers. The cows refused to run through the lanes. And the Yamuna no longer danced, she only waited. Generations came and went. Children, who had never seen Krishna, still ran through the streets throwing color at his absence. Even today, Holi in Vrindavan is a cry across time. An offering to the past, a longing for what was, a prayer that one day, Vrindavan's colors will touch his skin once again. Dwarka, Falgun Purnima, years later. Holi in a land of gold, without love, without longing. The ocean sighed against Dwarka's golden walls. Palaces stood in moonlight, tall, grand, and empty. Inside, Krishna sat on his throne. Courtiers stood before him, throwing holy colors, with careful hands, with royal distance. Laughter echoed in the hall, but it did not reach his skin. I watched from a pillar's shadow. Unseen. Always unseen. In Vrindavan, Holi was thrown like a prayer. Here, it was offered like an obligation. In Vrindavan, colors landed on his cheeks like love. Here, they fell to the floor like duty. I wanted to run to him, to remind him of the river, of the trees, of the cows, of the waiting. But Saimant was a silent witness, not meant to disturb. And so, I turned to nature, my only soulmate. The wind carried my sigh. The stars blinked in silent understanding. And the sea roared, because it knew what I knew. Krishna was here, but he was already gone. Holi in Dwarka over time. How it changed under Krishna's rule. At first, Holi in Dwarka was a golden imitation of Vrindavan. People played, but with decorum. Children laughed, but only within the palace gardens. The air smelled of perfumes, not fresh flowers. Years passed, and Holi became a festival of power. The courtiers measured their colors, not in love, but in who could throw more on the king. The commoners played separately, in distant alleys. No one dared touch Krishna's skin with their hands, only with carefully perfumed powders. As time went on, the Holi of Dwarka became quieter. The colors faded into rituals. And after Krishna was gone, it became nothing but a royal formality. Today, no one remembers Dwarka's Holi. It drowned with the city itself. Dwarka, the last dawn, seashore. The final hours of Krishna, the forgotten god in a golden city. The wind carried the scent of salt and thyme, as the ocean stretched before him. Endless, deep, and waiting. Krishna sat in meditation, alone. His body, once strong like a thunderstorm, now trembled like a dying flame. And then, the ocean stirred. A new wave rose, black and solemn, carrying something ancient, untouched by time. A skeleton, pale, divine, wrapped in the silence of a forgotten god. It drifted gently to the shore, resting at Krishna's feet. And from it, a radiant idol emerged. Alive, awake, eternal. Lord Ram stood there. Krishna opened his eyes. For the first time in years, he smiled. Not as a king, not as a warrior, but as a child seeing his elder brother return. Together, they walked to the waiting sea, praying to the one who had given them birth, the great mother who had no beginning, no end. And the ocean smiled. A wave rose, soft as a mother's hand, deep as the universe's breath. She cradled them, held them close, and then they disappeared into the blue and blue. Underscore 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 un. Epilogue. The last footprints. I, Saimant, the silent devotee, stood where they had vanished. The sand, once touched by their feet, shimmered in golden dust. A sign that gods had passed. And I turned away, leaving no footprints behind. For devotion that has witnessed the truth no longer needs a path. Radhi Radhi. Jai Shri Krishna.